everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to take you through a really quick and easy morning flow sequence. So I've not long woken up and I thought I would take you guys through my flow this morning. So it's going to be nice and quick. You don't need any equipment as always, maybe a block, but you really don't need that, and maybe a mat, but you really don't need that either. So we're going to get straight to it. We're going to start off in child's pose position. So big toes to touch, knees out wide or close together, wiggle out through the hips. Just to find, release any impingements, and just slowly release the head down to the ground. Extending the arms out from the sockets here, and just really get a nice stretch in through the back body. And start to connect to your breath. So feeling the breath moving in and out of your body. Noticing how it feels as it passes through your nostrils, maybe down into the belly. And just connecting yourself to your body through your breath. As you feel the inhales expand down into the belly. Feel the rib cage widen out to the sides. As you exhale, your belly lifts back towards the spine and releasing the rib cage down too. So one more inhale here. And exhale. So going to take the right hand, place it onto the left hand, just to stretch out nice and gently to the right side body. Feel that inhale, expansion. And as you exhale, swapping sides, so left hand on top of right, to the right side of the mat. Inhale here. And exhale back to center, taking ourselves up to all fours position. And we're going to find our hands underneath our shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And we're going to either tuck the toes or leave the tops of the feet flat to the ground. As we inhale, drop the belly down, turn the sit bones up to the ceiling, gaze forward. As you exhale, press through the fingertips, release the head down, take the belly button towards the spine. So inhaling, gentle cat-cows here. Exhale, just slide the limb up through the spine. Maybe taking some forward and backwards motions, or even side to side, just whatever feels good to your body. So it's feeling really nice just to move out through the shoulders, working in your breath. Releasing all the joints that have been kept so still for hopefully 7 to 9 hours of a hopefully unbroken and restful sleep. So you just want to really move out the spine, maybe start to sink back into the hips, gaze forward, really start to increase the movement in the body, and this just helps the fascia to release. The fascia is just this cling wrap sort of substance, reverse your circles if you're going around in circles. It's this cling wrap sort of substance that wraps itself around all of your muscles, all of your bones, all interconnected. And that can be feeling quite tight first thing in the morning. So you just want to loosen yourself into it, but also we're sort of warming up into the joints here as well. So building up that nice bit of synovial fluid just to help protect your joints through the movements of the day. Coming back to center. I'm just going to press the weight into the left hand. I'm going to extend the right arm forward. We're going to extend the left leg back, keep the toes onto the ground, keep that belly button tucked way up towards the spine. I'm going to squeeze to that left glute to lift the leg off. As you exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, so warming up into the core. Exhale, nice and gently. Press down through the fingertips, that left hand. Press away from that shoulder so you're not sunk into it. One more extend and release down to the ground. So swapping side to side. So it's important to press into your fingertips so you're not dumping all that weight directly into the poor old wrist joint. So once you've found your stability here, engage your core, extend the left arm forward, right leg back, keep the toes on the ground to start just to find your stability. Squeezing through the core, squeeze through that right glute this time. Take an inhale here, exhale, connect. Inhale, press it, gripping the mat with that right hand, almost as if you want to pinch the mat off the floor. Excellent. This is where the mat could become handy if you don't have one right now, just to help with the grip. Inhale and exhale, release back down. So we're going to take ourselves back into child's pose. This time release the head down to the ground, or if you feel more comfortable, take a block or a bolster underneath your forehead and just take the hands behind the back and extend them up and forward. Just to release any tension through the front of the shoulders and just move it backwards and forwards just to keep it nice and mobile. Good. Releasing the block or bolster if you've got one there. Extend the arms out in front of us. Hands again directly underneath the shoulders. Fingers spread out wide. Index fingers are parallel to the long edges of the mat. Tuck the toes under. Squeeze the core up to the ceiling and press it up and back for downward facing dog. So keep the knees really generously bent. Trust me here, first thing in the morning, it's not a pretty sight if you try and get your legs nice and straight. So keep them really beautifully bent here. Pedaling out, just warming up into the hamstrings. I'm going to look forward and walk slowly up to the top of the mat. We're going to inhale up to a flat back position here, straightening out the arms and the legs. Maybe take the feet out to about hip width distance and bend the knees and just allow your body to hang, maybe grabbing either elbow. Really generous bend in the knees here, just to release the spine nice and gently. Shaking out your head, yes and no. Rocking gently from side to side. We're going to inhale up to a flat back position. And this time as you exhale, either take a block underneath in front of your feet here, or if you don't have a block, you can still do it off the ground. Placing your fingertips on the ground, bending into the knees. And as you bend into that left knee, left arm down to the ground, straighten out through the right leg and draw the right arm up to the ceiling. A lot of lefts and rights going on here. So do it a couple of times, so bear with me. As you exhale, drop the right fingertips to the ground, start to bend into the right knee, straighten out the left, and draw the left arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, swap it over. So it should feel nice and rhythmical. And exhale, swap. Draw it up. So we're going to keep these movements nice and slow to start first in the morning. As you inhale up to a flat back, exhale, bent knee forward fold. Placing the hands on the hips here. As you inhale, slowly rise up through center, taking the arms wide, neck, palms to meet. Exhale, hands to heart center. And just take a few moments here with your hands at heart center just to reconnect to your breath. Release your shoulders down. We're going to take a couple of sun salutations here. So as we inhale, take the arms wide. Exhale, swan dive to come down, forward fold. Inhaling up to a flat back. Exhale, hands to the ground, stepping it back either through all fours or through plank. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, elbows shave the sides, coming down to the ground. Untucking the toes. Inhale, up to cobra. Exhale, through all fours, tuck the toes, coming up to downward facing dog. Padding out through the feet. Look forward and walk nice and slowly up to the top of your mat. Inhaling up to a flat back. Exhale, come down to forward fold. Inhale, rise up to standing, palms to meet. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, rise. Exhale, come down to forward fold. So you'll notice we're starting to pick up the pace a little. Inhale up to flat back. Exhale, either plank or all fours. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, elbows shave the sides, come down to the ground. Untucking the toes as you inhale up to cobra, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, coming down through all fours. Tucking the toes under, coming up to downward facing dog. Excellent. So from here, as we inhale, we're going to take the right leg up, bend the knee, open the hip. And as you exhale, shift the knee to nose, take the right foot forward. Staying in a runner's lunge. So take that left hand to the inside of the right foot, draw the right arm up to the ceiling. Good, right hand down. As we inhale, rise up to crescent lunge. Arms up to the ceiling, so keep that tailbone tucked. So you get a nice stretch down through the left hip flexor, and that right knee is stacked directly over the right ankle. Draw the arms up. And exhale, open out, flatten that left heel down to the ground to warrior two. Making sure that front knee isn't dipping in. Maybe turn the toes in slightly to the direction of your knee if you find that's happening. Inhale, reverse warrior, palm up to the ceiling, left hand behind. And exhale, right elbow to right knee, left arm up. Inhale, so rise back up to warrior two. Take that left arm, sweep it alongside, lift the left heel, coming back up to a crescent. Exhale, coming down to plank or all fours. Maybe keep that right leg extended off the ground. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, coming down to the ground. Untucking the toes. Now either inhale up to cobra, or if it's in your practice, upward facing dog. And exhale either over the toes or through all fours, downward facing dog. Splendid stuff. So left side this time. Left leg up, bend the knee and open the hip. As you exhale, shift knee to nose, step the left foot forward. Coming into a runner's lunge, feeling that initial stretch to the right front of the hip here. Right hand's inside the left foot, left arm goes up to the ceiling. So feeling that stretch down through the left glute. Exhale, take the hands down to the ground, and inhale, slowly rise up to crescent. Getting lost in my hair again, I had it cut the other day as well. So, placing the hands into the hips, tuck the tailbone under so you get the nice form of a correct neutral spine. And you'll feel this stretch immediately down that right hip flexor. Left knee stacked over the left ankle. And inhale, rise the arms, raise the arms up. As you exhale, flatten the right heel down, open it out to warrior two. So you're pulling that right arm back and you're reaching that left arm forward. So this is almost as if the left arm's reaching up to the future. The right arm's pulling back to the past, and you are here present, in the present moment. As we inhale, flip the palm up to the ceiling, rise up to reverse warrior. Feel the stretch, the left side body. As you exhale, take the left elbow down to the left knee. Reach the right arm up to the ceiling. Try to dump that weight to the left elbow. Keep your core engaged. As you inhale back up to warrior two, feel the power of the stretch. And as you inhale, take that right arm down with the right heel off the ground. Slowly transition back to crescent. As you exhale, come down, stepping it through plank or all fours, keeping that left leg off the ground maybe. And exhale, come down. Inhaling up to either cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Great. So we're going to take the knees down to the ground, cross the ankles behind us, and come to a brief seated position. I'll turn to face you so you can see what's going to happen next. So we're going to take that left heel towards the body and extend that right leg out. So we're going to open out through the hips. As you inhale, rise. As you exhale, turn to face that right leg. I'm going to fold. Now this is quite an intense stretch, so if you feel this is a bit too much for you, you can grab a strap, hook it around that right foot, and just hold your back nice and tall. You don't want to be rounding yourself out here. You want to keep that nice neutral spine. And again, if you find it too much to be sat on the floor, you can sit on a block just to raise your hips up. But otherwise, grabbing the peace fingers with your big toe and just allowing yourself to succumb into the stretch. So feel this all down the left side of the lower back, but also the hamstrings. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Okay, swapping sides, hands behind you. So left leg extends this time, right heel towards the body. So it will help to release the hamstrings if you lift that kneecap to engage the opposing muscles of your quadriceps, of your thigh muscles. So engaging the top will release the lower. So Give that a try. Pointing the toes up to the ceiling, flexing both of your ankles. As we inhale, rise up. As you exhale, turn to face the left leg and fold. Again, using maybe a strap or a tea towel, something strong to help you come into this pose. And allowing your exhales just to really release and relax your body into the stretches. As we inhale up, exhale, hands to heart center. Again, composing yourself for a moment. I'm just going to take the hands behind us and extend the legs out in front this time. So simple forward fold again. You can use a block under your hips or a bolster and a strap around your feet. But otherwise, feet pointed up to the ceiling, lifting the kneecaps. As you inhale, take the arms up. And exhale, coming down. So you can grab the feet. If you're really super flexible, you can take the block beyond your feet and just hold onto the block. But otherwise, grabbing wherever it is feeling good for you. So you could even be here. It doesn't matter where you are, as long as you're feeling the stretch. Never compromise yourself to get into a position that you see other people's reaching if you're not quite there yet. Just have patience and you'll get to it. So maybe hands onto the knees or onto the thighs and just starting to reach yourself forward, keeping that back nice and flat, drawing the shoulder blades onto the spine, coming down, and then eventually bringing yourself into a forward fold where you're comfortable. And again, utilising your inhales and your exhales. As you exhale, really contract through the core to bring yourself forward, and use your arms as well. As you inhale, walking it back up. You're going to take your feet down to the ground. Just rock from side to side and really loosen up through the hips. And if you've seen a few of my videos, you know that I love to finish each practice with a nice spinal twist, just to really bring out the body of any toxins or anything bad, just help to flush the body through. So we're going to swing ourselves forward, hold on to the knees, and slowly release down to the ground. Hugging the knees into the chest, rock from side to side. Keep a hold of that right leg, extend the left leg down to the ground, and with that left hand on the outside of the right knee, draw it across your body, kicking the block if it's in your way, and open out right palm up to the ceiling, nice and slowly. So again, it's quite an intense stretch, especially first thing in the morning. So take it nice and slowly. And just breathing here a couple of moments. Release into the stretch. Wringing out the body like a cloth. We're going to take ourselves back to center, hug the knees in. Maybe rock from side to side to massage out the lower back muscles. And now release the right leg down to the ground. Take the right hand to the outside left knee. Draw it across the body nice and slow. And the left arm palm up to the ceiling, out to the side. So again, if you find this a little bit uncomfortable or too intense, you can have a block underneath that knee that's brought across the body, or even underneath the shoulder back here, just to keep yourself a little bit propped up. And then eventually, the more you do this stretch, the easier it will become to bring yourself into a further range of motion. Take ourselves back to center. One last hug of the knees, rock from side to side. And now take the hands